Civics is the study of the rights, duties, and responsibilities of citizenship within a society. It is a branch of social science that focuses on understanding how governments and communities function, the roles and interactions of citizens, and the principles and values that underpin a well-functioning society. Law, a rule that everyone must follow to maintain order and fairness in society. Constitution, a set of rules that guide how a country is governed and protect the rights of its citizens. Citizenship, being a member of a community or country and having rights and responsibilities. Justice, treating people fairly and making sure everyone follows the laws. Equality, giving everyone the same opportunities and rights, regardless of their differences. Civic engagement, taking part in activities and decisions that affect our community or country. Citizenship, being a member of a community or country and having rights and responsibilities. Government, the group of people who make decisions and rules for a country or community. Separation of powers, dividing the powers of government into different branches to prevent one group from having too much control. Democracy, a system of government where people have the power to vote and make decisions. Rights and freedoms, the things we are entitled to, such as freedom of speech, religion, and the right to a fair trial. Constitution, a set of rules that guide how a country is governed and protect the rights of its citizens. Civic responsibility, doing our part to make our community and country a better place. Checks and balances, the system that ensures no one branch of government becomes too powerful by allowing each branch to limit the power of the others. Amendment, a change or addition to the Constitution. Civil rights, the rights and freedoms that every person should have, regardless of their race, gender, or background. Democracy, a system of government where people have the power to make decisions and choose their leaders through voting. Citizenship, being a member of a country and having rights, responsibilities, and duties towards that country. Government, the group of people who make laws and decisions for a country or community. Constitution, a set of rules and principles that guide how a country is governed and protects the rights of its citizens. Voting, the process of choosing someone or something by marking a ballot or raising your hand. President, the leader of a country who is elected by the people and is responsible for making important decisions. Laws, rules that are made by the government to keep people safe, maintain order, and ensure fairness. Rights, things that everyone is entitled to, like freedom of speech, the right to be safe, and the right to go to school. Responsibilities, things that citizens should do, like obeying laws, respecting others, and taking care of the environment. Community, a group of people living in the same area who share common interests, values, and resources. Equality, treating everyone fairly and equally, regardless of their race, gender, or background. Justice, fairness in treating people according to what is right and lawful. Freedom, the ability to make choices and express oneself without being controlled or restricted. Flag, a symbol of a country that represents its identity and is often displayed on buildings or during ceremonies. Public service, jobs or actions done to help others and make the community a better place, such as being a firefighter, police officer, or teacher. Hi. Rule of law, the idea that everyone must follow the same set of rules and laws, including government officials, to ensure fairness and justice. Legislative branch, the part of the government that makes laws. In the United States, this branch is called Congress and is made up of the Senate and the House of Representatives. Executive branch, the part of the government that carries out and enforces laws. The President is the head of the executive branch. Judicial branch, the part of the government that interprets laws and makes sure they are fair and constitutional.
It consists of courts and judges. Checks and balances, a system that ensures that no one branch of government becomes too powerful. Each branch has the ability to limit the power of the other branches. Constitutionality, whether something is allowed or permitted according to the Constitution. Amendments, changes or additions made to the Constitution. Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to the United States Constitution that protect individual rights and freedoms. Civil rights, the rights of individuals to be treated fairly and equally, regardless of their race, gender, or religion. Civic engagement, getting involved in the community and taking part in activities that promote the common good. Political parties, groups of people with similar ideas and beliefs about how the government should be run. They work to elect leaders who share their views. Taxes, money that citizens and businesses pay to the government to fund public services like schools, roads, and health care. Budget, the plan that shows how the government will spend the money it collects from taxes and other sources. Foreign policy, a government's strategies and actions in dealing with other countries. Diplomacy, the practice of negotiating and maintaining relationships with other countries to promote peace and cooperation. Community service, voluntary actions that individuals or groups do to help others and improve their community, such as cleaning up parks or volunteering at a local shelter. Electoral process, the steps involved in choosing a leader or making decisions through voting, such as electing a president or deciding on local laws. Majority rule, the principle that the decision supported by more than half of the people is the one that is followed. Civic responsibility, actions that citizens should take to contribute to the well-being of their community, such as voting, recycling, and respecting the rights of others. Public goods, things that are provided by the government for the benefit of all citizens, such as parks, libraries, and roads. Naturalization, the process of becoming a citizen of a country when you were not born there. Diversity, the variety of different cultures, backgrounds, and perspectives within a community or country. National anthem, a special song that represents a country and is often played or sung during important events. Pledge of allegiance, a promise or oath that many people recite to show loyalty and love for their country. Symbol, an object, image, or gesture that represents something else, such as a flag representing a country or a dove representing peace. Separation of powers, the division of government into different branches with distinct powers and responsibilities to prevent any one group from having too much control. Civic rights, the rights and freedoms that individuals have as citizens, such as the right to vote, freedom of speech, and the right to a fair trial. Civic duties, obligations that citizens have to their country, such as obeying laws, paying taxes, and serving on juries when called upon. Public opinion, the collective thoughts, feelings, and beliefs of the general population about a particular issue or topic. Civil discourse, respectful and constructive conversation or discussion about important issues, even when people have different opinions. Bill, a proposal for a new law that is presented to the legislative branch for consideration. Governor, the elected leader of a state who is responsible for making decisions and overseeing the state's government. Supreme Court, the highest court in the judicial branch of the government that makes final decisions on important legal issues. Constitution Day, a day that commemorates the signing of the Constitution and highlights the importance of this document in guiding our government. Elected officials, people who are chosen by the citizens to hold positions in the government, such as the president, governor, or mayor. Cabinet, a group of advisors chosen by the president or governor to help make decisions and oversee specific areas of government, such as education or defense. Jury, a group of citizens who listen to evidence in a court case and decide whether the accused person is guilty or not guilty. Rights of the child, special protections and entitlements that children have to ensure their well-being, safety, and development. Democracy, a system of government where people have the power to make decisions and choose their leaders through voting. Lobbying, the act of trying to influence lawmakers or government officials to support a particular cause or issue. Oath of office, a promise made by elected officials to uphold and protect the Constitution and carry out their duties faithfully. Public opinion, the collective views and beliefs of the general public on a particular topic or issue. Town hall meeting, a gathering where community members can discuss issues, ask questions, and share their opinions with elected officials. Civic education, learning about government, rights, and responsibilities to become informed and active citizens. Civic courage, having the bravery to stand up for what is right, even when it is difficult or unpopular. Ambassador, a person who represents their country and promotes friendly relationships with other countries. Volunteerism, the act of offering one's time and skills to help others or contribute to a cause without getting paid. Public office, a position or role in the government that involves making decisions and serving the public. Discrimination, treating someone unfairly or differently based on factors like their race, gender, or religion. Civic activism, taking action and advocating for change on issues that are important to you and your community. Rule, a guideline or principle that people are expected to follow to maintain order and fairness. Infrastructure, the basic physical structures and systems, such as roads, bridges, and water supply, that support a community or country. Political campaign, the activities and efforts to promote a candidate running for an elected office. Public opinion poll, a survey or study conducted to gather the thoughts and views of a group of people on a specific topic or issue. Legislative session, a period of time when the members of a legislative body come together to discuss and make decisions on proposed laws. Revenue, the money that a government collects from taxes, fees, and other sources to fund public services and programs. Electoral college, the system used in the United States to elect the president, where representatives are chosen to cast votes on behalf of their states. Human rights, the basic rights and freedoms that every person is entitled to, such as the right to life, liberty, and equality. Activist, a person who takes action to bring about social or political change and advocates for specific causes. Public policy, the decisions, actions, and guidelines set by the government to address public issues and meet public needs. Political cartoon, an illustration or drawing that uses humor and satire to express opinions and commentary on political events or issues. Impeachment, the process of charging and removing a government official, such as the president, from their position for misconduct. Eminent domain, the power of the government to take private property for public use, with fair compensation to the owner. Freedom of assembly, the right to gather and peacefully associate with others for meetings, protests, or other activities. Civic pride, feeling a sense of ownership, pride, and responsibility towards one's community and country. Democracy, a system of government where people have the power to vote and make decisions. Rights, things that all people should have, such as the right to be safe, to express themselves, and to go to school. Responsibilities, things that we should do to be good citizens, such as obeying rules, respecting others, and taking care of the environment.